He had merely accidentally clashed with his superior, only to be thrown onto the front lines as punishment, yet he didn't even know where the weapon's safety catch was.
Where is the safety?
Exactly.
Watching his teammates deftly operate their exoskeleton suits, he broke out in a cold sweat. After all, they weren't facing ordinary soldiers this time, but alien creatures known as mimic beasts. These creatures possessed razor-sharp tentacles and devastating attack power. Humans stood no chance against them. 5 years ago, a meteorite impact brought them to the blue planet. Since then, the mimic beasts have unleashed a wave of slaughter. In just 5 short years, they've conquered numerous nations and killed nearly 1 million soldiers. The surviving humans united like never before, forming a massive coalition army to resist the mimic beasts. They developed highly advanced exoskeleton armor to better withstand the enemy. Yet under prolonged pressure, the commander-in-chief resolved to gather all soldiers and the mimic beasts for a final showdown on the beach, aiming to end this protracted conflict once and for all. Soon, a 1 million-strong force assembled, ready to march to the shore. Among them was Cage, who had defied his superiors. His tense expression drew mockery from his teammates.
There's a dead guy in it.
Just as the mockery reached its peak, a shell struck the transport aircraft. The cabin ruptured, claiming the lives of several soldiers before they even reached the battlefield. The remaining troops were forced to bail out prematurely, their ropes still tethered to the spiraling wreckage. Countless shells rained down on them like hail, relentless as they spun through the air. Only when the transport was completely destroyed did the ropes snap. The ropes finally snapped. They plummeted toward the ground at breakneck speed. Only the exoskeleton armor saved Cage's life. Chaos erupted around him as missiles streaked through the sky, shooting down transport planes left and right. One comrade celebrated his safe landing only to be crushed into a pulp by a falling aircraft the next instant. Cage had never witnessed such a scene. Panicked and disoriented, he could only follow the main force charging forward. The surrounding landscape was littered with the gruesome remains of mech warriors. Before he could recover from the shock, a plane crashed toward him. Fortunately, he leapt into a nearby trench just in time, narrowly escaping death. Then, the mimetic beasts launched a frenzied assault on the soldiers. They seemed to possess predictive foresight, intimately familiar with human counterattacks, overwhelming the troops until they were utterly defenseless. Even the female warrior goddess, who had slain countless mimetic beasts, was instantly obliterated by a rocket launcher. It appeared they had truly underestimated the mimetic beast's strength this time. But Cage cared little for that now. His sole focus was escaping this hellhole, only to be blocked by his instructor charging head-on. Before the instructor could rebuke Cage for desertion, a mimic beast burst from the ground. It began spinning wildly in the trench like a walking meat grinder, sending teammates into a panic as they fired wildly. Yet these attacks proved utterly useless. The creature swiftly disposed of them all. In the chaos, Cage finally disengaged the safety and unleashed a furious barrage of fire at the mimic beast. After a flurry of action, he actually managed to kill one. But just as his joy lasted 2 seconds, a higher-level mimic beast emerged from the ground, locking eyes with him.